Hey guys, yep, we're sitting here not doing much, so I thought I'd do a quick video on e-logs. There's not much to show you. Yeah, I'm still wearing my vest. I forgot to take it off, and I'm just too lazy to take it off right now. So, I thought I'd show you quickly e-logs. There's not much to tell you. Just show you real quick here. It's just be a short video. Okay, so, this is your main screen, your status screen. When you're in, it tells you what your status is off duty. When you started that status, what time it is now, how long you've been into that status. Start of day is obviously midnight. Now let's say you want to go from off duty to sleeper berth or driving. So you hit the change, and then you have 5 choices here. Currently this one's faded out in the off duty part. Then you have sleeper berth, driving, on duty, and off duty driving. Now what this is a line 5 type deal. Which you don't see in the graph, but this is for personal use, only when you're bobtail. So let's say, for example, I've delivered in Laredo, like I did that one time, and the trailer's dropped in the yard. Now I don't have to go on duty or driving or anything like that. I'm off on my personal time or my reset. So as long as I've done a pre-trip within the 24 hours, I can switch to off-duty driving, and I can take off to the grocery store. All I have to do is put in the starting mileage, and then when I stop, put in the ending mileage, and that's it. And that's considered off-duty driving for personal use. And then you hit OK. Once you've, let's say you go to on-duty, you can put like pre-trip, whatever the status, delivering at shipper, or picking up at shipper, delivering at consignee. So you have to put that in. If you need to add a note, you write the note on that status, and you add note, and that's it. Over here you have the summary. Now this is a summary for Canadian side. As you can see, 13-hour driving rule, I still got 10 hours 53 minutes. The 14-hour on duty status, I still got 10 hours and 57 minutes. Shift hour, because of the 16-hour rule, I got 10 hours left there. And 70 hours, I got 16 hours and 45 minutes back on me right now. And the days off remaining in Canada, you can only go 14 days, and then you must have a minimum 24-hour period off. Okay, so this countdown, when it gets down to 0, you better be stopped. Okay, now just to show you the difference, what we do is we'll go to clocks. Okay, and this is where we switch from Canada to US for us, at any rate. Some guys may not have this on their Qualcomm. Okay, so we go to region. See, we're right now in Canada, Maine. You have Canada North, which is a completely different set of rules again. And then you have USA. Press OK. See, now it's going to tell me I'm governed by USA hours of service rules. And then we'll go back to summary, and you can see it's different now. Okay, it shows the 11-hour driving, what I have left, 14-hour on duty, what I have left, and my 70-hour week. Okay. So you can see there's a difference. So that's, the difference between the rules in Canada and the US. So every time we cross the border, we just switch over so we know whether we're legal. And we switch over before we cross the border. Sorry, we switch over before we cross the border to make sure we're legal before we cross, so we don't become in violation. Then you have your graph, just like you do in your logbook. It shows you exactly what you've done. And this is what DOT looks at, or MTO, to make sure everything's good. Everything's in here. Okay, you can see it's been a quiet week for me. And then once a day minimum, you have to go to approve. Now I've got nothing in here because while I was sitting here, I approved my my logs for the day up to the current moment. And of course, we're going to want to cancel there, so we stay in off-duty mode. So yeah, that's about it. So every time you stop, you just basically, do your stat. Now, if you stop and pull the brake, it automatically throws you into off-duty at like 10 or 15 seconds. It'll throw you into, it'll throw you into on-duty, not driving. So you have to pick it up fairly quick and switch it. If you're going, let's say you're stopping here like I am at the truck stop, and you're going into off-duty or sleeper berth. It gives you a few seconds to do it. It's not something you want to forget. Now, you can edit that. Like if you forget and all of a sudden you meant to put it into off-duty or sleeper berth, and you forget, and you go in, you grab your coffee, you come back out, and all of a sudden you realized it had you on duty. Now you've wasted 15 or 20 minutes on duty. you can actually go back into the approved section and you can edit that and put that portion, you know, to off duty or sleeper, whatever it is you're going to put it. The only thing you cannot edit on the e-logs, oh, I got something here, is your driving time. So that's, you can't do anything with it. Your driving time is your driving time, right, guys? So, or, you know, for example, in the morning, you forget to take it out of sleeper berth to do your pre-trip. And all of a sudden now you're getting ready to leave and you look and you've got no on-duty time for your pre-trip. So you can go into the edit again and you can, you know, back it up where you came out of sleeper berth, you know, maybe 15 minutes earlier, whatever your pre-trip time is supposed to be, or however long it took you. So e-logs are really nice. I'm liking them. They have pros and cons. Okay. The pro is it's by the minute. You don't have to screw around writing down locations other than when you do your pre-trip in the morning. You know, everything is there. It's nice and simple. It's got no more adding and recapping and trying to figure out whether you've got hours left and whatnot. It tells you exactly what you've got. You can put it to the home screen here, and I'll let you hear while you're driving. And I'll turn up Jill here as soon as it goes over to it. Oh, let's go here. Now she'll tell me exactly, like when you're driving.
Messages.
And you hit the center button on the remote.
You have 10 hours and 4 minutes of remaining drive time.
10 hours and 4 minutes of remaining drive time. See, it's just by the remote here on the dash. Okay, on Nick's truck, he's got his Qualcomm mounted right here. This one's a little too big to mount there. Okay, this is an older style with the keyboard, you know, permanently attached here. His, it's only about, you know, this big, and the keyboard slides in behind it, so it's nice and compact. I wish we had those ones. That would be nice for the, you know, being compact like that. And it would be nice if it was mounted up there on the dash out of the way. But, you know, hey, what can I say? It's a Qualcomm. It works. So I'm finally starting to slowly get used to just sending in type messages rather than picking up the phone and calling all the time. I'll just send a message and, you know, wait for a response type thing. If it takes too long, then I'll call, but I'm impatient that way. But I'm getting used to it here slowly. Anyways, that's it on e-logs, guys. There's not much to know, not much to learn. Very simple, very easy to use. Those of you who aren't on it, if you ever do get on it, you will love it. I mean, I was a paper log guy for the longest time. Some of the cons is you can't fudge. You know. Another con is you got to make sure you plan your day, because when your time's up, your time's up. You don't want to be caught out in the middle of the highway and this thing starts yelling at you that you're in violation. So that, you know, planning to make sure you get stopped in time, because you can get fired if you are in violation, you know. So the pro is you don't have dispatch busting your you know what, to just go that extra 20 minutes, go that extra hour, just get it delivered, go there, go do this. You know, when you say, I've got no hours, no, this thing, you know. And that's one thing with Celadon. I can't speak for the other companies. I'm sure Swift is the same way. Safety sets the standards, you know, the log department. You know, you don't argue with the Qualcomm and the e-logs. So, alright, that's it for e-logs, guys. I thought it was going to be a really quick video, but, I mean, not that long, but it wasn't as short as I thought it would be. So, because I talk too much. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.